Hi, folks. This is just a quick video about the iHome Finder AI content automation that we have to improve your SEO and AEO to drive traffic to your website and raise awareness for your brand. These tasks used to take about 90 minutes for a realtor, broker owner, or a marketing person to do per week. Now you can get them done in as quickly as 10 minutes. When you put content on your website, and when you put content out on social media, it raises your brand footprint digitally and it drives traffic to your website, specifically the blogs. If you keep doing this on a regular basis, minimum once a week, you will start to see the traffic on your website grow. Our systems are made so they lead generate. The more traffic you get, the better. So let's go in here and dig in. We're just going to click on post now. Now, by the way, this is for Lead Maximizer and Growth Pro clients. If you are on a Lead Essential system, talk to your salesperson or your account manager about upgrading into this system that's there. So you can see we have both Facebook and WordPress blog posts. If you are on a system that has Wix, you'll have to do the manual copy and paste out of here to put it into a Wix blog or a Squarespace. The automation portion doesn't actually work with Squarespace or Wix, but it does work with WordPress. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Now I'm going to go in here and you can see we have some different types of events. You can just let the AI pick it for you. We can look at market trends. We can look at neighborhood and community guidelines, tips and advice, local events, and customs topics. Let's go ahead and let's do the top one. Let's do market trends and housing reports. Yes, select a market. So we're going to do this in Roseville, which is a market in Northern California, which this system happens to be hooked to that MLS. And we're going to go ahead and let it think here. And what it's going to do is it's going to go internally into the system and it's going to look at the market report that I've already done. As you probably have, if you've been an iHome Finder customer for a while, or if you are brand new, we want to definitely do markets. Markets are saved searches on steroids, basically, that you can put a market on your website. But the great things about market reports is there's a listing report, which commonly in the industry was called a saved search previously, or a hot sheet. You can also, it keeps track of all of the local open houses and it gives you a synopsis of the overall market for up to 6 months of what's going on. For instance, this market would be Roseville, California. And here we go. Now it's written all this content for you, right? Home prices in Roseville. It's got a nice graphic here. We can go up here and talk about inventory levels. This is all stuff that's going on in the market. Now, when you post this on your blog, these are full of SEO and AEO keywords. Now, I know those sound like buzzwords, but let me run those down for what those are exactly. So SEO stands for search engine optimization. This is what Google, DuckDuckGo, Bing, Startpage, etc. use to index your website. AEO is answer engine optimization, and this is what we are currently using, and the industry is currently using for artificial intelligence to find your website and your branding. Social media is also a big part of this, so don't be afraid to post on Facebook. It will really help raise your brand awareness. So we go through here, we got this information, but let's say, I want to change a couple things. This is great. It's got my email address in here. It's got my agent profile. It's got my direct phone number. But I don't like this picture up here. And so let's go in here and let's tap on edit. And we're going to ask AI, please change the picture. And now I'm sending my message over to the artificial intelligence language model, and it's going to go ahead and look at pictures that would be appropriate for the market. Now, this takes a little bit of time, and this is honestly probably the most time-consuming part of it is when you make changes. But remember, it's doing a lot of research, right? So when you have a market report on your website, and if you wanted to look at the market report that we're actually talking about, you can find it at iHomefinder.training under communities, and then it'll say Roseville. The market report will be there, and it's looking back for 6 months worth of data, along with all of the other information that's out on the internet about the market. So Now we've changed the picture. And I say, that's great, but can you make this in English and Spanish? Even with that typo in there, it will know what I'm talking about. So the large language model is now going to access the Spanish language model, and it's going to write this in both English and Spanish. Now, our large language model that we utilize has 71 languages in it, so it's very language rich. And you can see this is an appropriate image here. I actually like this image much better than the other one because the other one is very dark. And as we go through here, we can start looking at some of the information in here, why the language model is actually working on this. And note here, I don't speak or read a lot of Spanish. I read some, but this will rewrite all of this stuff in here bilingually. And let's just take a look here. Now you can see that we're getting into the same part, but it's in Spanish as well. So now I'm going to say, hey, great, I like this. I like everything that it says. Now I could click refine the post, but I actually like what's here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post this live. I'm going to tap on this. Then I'm going to click on the next button. And I'm going to tell it to publish now. Now I could add a featured image in here, but since we already have an image, I'm pretty happy with this. Now I'm going to go ahead and tap publish, and I'm going to get my little fair housing review here because we want to make sure it's applicable with fair housing rules. Now, our language model also looks at if any of the verbiage could possibly be out of line, but we think that you should have one last chance to take a look at it. And I'm going to say publish anyways. And now it is publishing the post. If you would like to see this post, you can go to ihomefinder.training, and in the blog, this post will actually be there. And now that it's done, it is on the website. Simple as that. Now let's take a look at the Facebook posting. Let's go ahead and tap on create Facebook post. Now, here, we have all the same items, but we do have one new item, and that is promote your listing. When you tap on promote your listing, it'll go through your active listings from your MLS, and you could post any of these. Just grab this one right here. We're going to tap on create post, and it's going to go out and touch the MLS and grab all of the data for this listing. And now we have the specific information. It's pulled in the images from the listing. And this can easily be posted or edited. This works exactly the same way the WordPress blog posting does. It's the same part of the software. So if you wanted to go in and edit, publish, change pictures, etc., it would be exactly the same way. Let's tap back here. Let's tap on local events. Since iHomeFinder is located in Eugene, Oregon, we'll just create a post about local events here in Eugene, Oregon. Now, one of the good things about using local events is it gets localization, search engine optimization, aka SEO, for Google. And let's see here. Something special in the spring and summer, the community comes alive with events. So this is all localization here. Our local roller rink and roller derby teams are in here. And again, if we wanted to change this image, notice that all the hashtags are in here. And so local events are a great way to get localization for search engine optimization, especially for Google. They like local events and they track localization very well. If you are on a trip and you do a search from your computer on Google right before you leave for the airport, and then you end up 1,000 miles away and you do the same exact search, they will come up with different results. This is how localization works. So if you have any questions, please contact us at 866-700-8855, or you can email support@ihomefinder.com.